guys, welcome back to Master B online course for teach you how to use the machine. And this video will teach you how to do the daily maintenance job for your DTG printer every day after you print. So the daily maintenance job is really important for maintain the print wear, because if you not maintain the print wear, if you cannot get a good print result at next days, especially for the machine and print head, cap station, and with the ink bottle, ink supply system. It's very important because the DTG ink use the water-based ink, especially for the white ink is made from titanium. It's easy for settling. So if you not maintain wear, so the print head is easy to get dry and cause the ink clog to meet problems. So first, every day after print, we must be sure the table is clean without nothing stay on the surface, as the t-shirts, liquid, tools, everything must remove from the table. Otherwise, if you not care it, you pop on the machine tomorrow, and if you get the liquid down to damage the printer. So it's very important. We meet lots of customers that without attention to get problems. So this is very important. Then we need to prepare some liquid and some tools for make the maintenance of the machine. So first we must take the print head clean solution to maintain the print head later. And also the injection go with a little bit about 10 centimeter length for connect with the injection for clean the print head, clean the cap station later. And then it's the fabric test type to clean the vapor and clean the cap station, and also the cups to hold the clean solution. Okay, so after we prepared everything for maintenance job, we can go to the cap station to maintain and clean the cap station now. Okay, now we start to clean the print head and cap station. So first we find out the print head clean solution and fill it to the bottle or cup, and then we fasten back and put it back and keep wear. Then we find out the tester tissue without dirty, and fill with some clean solution. And also we move the carriage out of home position by the buttons or by software. And then we use the tester tissue to clean the vapor. We can see the vapor is dirty after everyday print. And I must remember we cannot use other liquid. We can only use the clean solution that go with the focused DTG ink, because other kind of liquid will be mixed together to damage the vapor and damage the other spare parts. And we clean it as brand new. Okay. Then we start to clean the cap station. We can also see the cap station is dirty after everyday print. And also we go with some clean solution with the tested fabric, and then we clean the vapor. We can see top vapor, the wet ink is dry and become glue, so need to use clean solution to dispose it and clean it brand new. Especially for the top rubber, because if the top rubber cannot clean wear, it's dirty, so the cap station cannot suck the print head wear, then when keep wet, the clean solution will be leaking, and also the air will be leaking to cause the print head clog. So the maintenance job is very important. And we go some clean solution again to clean the top rubber ring, to be sure the top rubber can connect with the print head wear without leaking air. And also other position.
and from the top cover. Also the top. Then we start to clean the cap station for the CMYK ink cap station, and also we use the clean solution, and also use another new test fabric to clean the top of the cap station to be sure it's clean and new as brand new, without any wasted ink keep in at the surface of the cap station and the rubber ring and the inside. Be sure the top ring, the inside and outside all are clean without wasted ink or draw ink to cause the print head clog. And then we clean the top cover to keep it clean and good looking. The maintenance job is very important to keep your DTG printer working well. Okay, then we start to use to fill some clean solution, but the injection go with the tuber, the transit tuber. Clean solution must be clean solution, and fill into the cap station for wet print head cap station, but not too much, not full, a little bit. If too much clean solution, it will be leaking out and suck back to the print head or damper to cause the print head color mixer. So not too much, not full. Just keep it have a half clean solution of the totally volume of the cap station. That's enough. And then we use the software to press X home to make the cap station back to home position, and the cap station will be automatically move up to suck the print head. And when the cap station is moving up, we cannot move the carriage out of the home position. Make sure it's locked well and not shaking, no loosen. Right now, so the carriage is locked well at the cap station, and also then we close the tubes of the top tubes of the ink damper for each color, white and KCM1. Because if you don't lock this tuber, the clean solution will be sucked back after the holy date, the night. So the clean solution will be flushed back to the print head and flush back to the damper to cause the ink damper and the print head get dirty, get wasted ink sucked back. And also clean, and also we close the tube for CMYK color ink to be sure it's closed. And then the ink will not suck back to the damper. And also be sure that all the dampers are installed where the switch are switched off. For each CMYK ink and for each white ink like this. And also double check the damper, make sure the damper are working well. All the damper are fastened and not loosen air. If the damper is loosened, then the air will go back to cause the print problem. And also we must pay attention to that after we put the clean solution on the cap station, and be sure the print head was clear, was surrounded and locked by the cap station. Then we power off the machine directly. We cannot close the software, because if you close the software right now, and the cap station will pump the clean solution out from the cap station. So we need to fill again. So please remember, we first power pop off machine, then we close the software, control software. So this is the current process to the maintain job. Move the carriage out of home position, clean the cap station, and fill the clean solution. And then from the software, we click X home to be sure the carriage at the home position, and to be sure the printhead gets surrounded and locked by the cap station. And then we pop off the machine directly. After we pop off machine, then we close the control software. So this is the procedure to do the maintenance job for cap station and keep wait for printhead. Okay, after we do the cleaning job for cap station, we also need to release the waste ink from the machine, because during everyday print, the waste ink on the waste ink bottle we need to release. We open the cover at the red bottom of the machine. We can find out the waste ink tank and go with the waste ink tuber. There's a switch on the waste ink tuber, and also we open the cover, open the switch, and we find the waste ink bottle to release the waste ink. And we also open the switch on the tuber to make the waste ink can be flushed out from the waste ink bottle to another waste ink bottle released, and then process it. And please pay attention to the waste ink is safety, but please process well, not get the pollution for the environment. And we're just waiting for the waste ink flushing out. And also, the waste ink inside there has a battery to detect the waste ink full enough or not full. So when the waste ink tank gets full, they will have the beep sounds to detect you release it. After that, we fasten the cover back to the waste ink tuber, and we put it back to the machine. And also we clean position, and we process the waste ink bottle ink where not get the environment pollution. And then we put the cover back on the machine. Also, this is also procedure to release the waste ink on the DTG printer. Thank you.
Okay guys, the old procedure to teach you how to do the maintenance job for machine and printhead cap station, and also how to release the waste ink from the waste ink bottle. So it's also procedure we must do every day after we print. And also lots of customers ask the Master B Shen that if I go to vacation tomorrow and the machine not working for 10 days or 1 week, so what can I do for my DTG machine? So first we must also do as before. It's better to let some people, your staff, your colleague or your team, to print another check every day, and to do another check, to print a picture with white ink and color ink every day. It's the best way to maintain print head. To check if every day the another check is good, every day the color print head is good. But if you cannot do every day, so you must first you must be sure the print head, the cap station here is not loosened. It's not loosened, and the print head is locked where by the cap station. And also the cap station inside is full of clean solution, and also the block, the switch is popped out. Switch is clicked off to block the waste ink flush back. So this is very important. And also, if you really cannot do this without convenience, so you can take out the ink damper and take out all the ink damper, and also take out the print head and flushing the print head where by the clean solution for each channels. And then you need to pack the wear by the film, and then you put the print head, keep the wear without dust, without sunshine, without high temperature. it's better to put on freezing to with normal temperature. And when you back to work and you put your print head again and load ink again to start your printing business again. So this is all the procedure. And also need to be sure the machine, the power supply is safety, and also the backside of the ink bottles for CMYK and white ink. You have all the ink on the ink tank enough. Otherwise, if the ink is running weird, and then the air goes to the ink tank, and then the air go back to the print head to make the print head clock. So this is also very important. And also you need to check the rear inside, keep it without dust. And the ink film, you must also use the clean. You also use the paper and go with the alcohol. Go with a little bit of alcohol. It's not clean solution. It's very important. It's alcohol. I clean a bit, and you clean the film, ink film, every 2 or 3 days to be sure it's clean, like this, to be sure it's not that the transparent film, and also be sure the film is at the middle of the stencil, ink stencil, not scratching the both sides, not scratching the top, and to maintain the ink film wear by alcohol. So please remember by alcohol, but not by the clean solution or pre-treatment is very important. And then also need to clean the print, clean the table, clean the machine wear, and also maintain the rear for carriage, and check power of the general power and the plug out the connection for power. So everything must be do carefully and must do deeply to maintain your DTG print wear. You must treat your DTG printer as a girlfriend and love him, love her, and she will pay you back with big surprise for continues your DTG print business. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask Master Bisheng, and also you can ask for focus support team to get the faster support solution. And also, please again, you must first understand the machine and check the user manual and watch the Master Bisheng online tutorial video before you using this Focus Signature Plus DTG printer. Because if you not fully understand this machine and you power on the machine and you start print, you will get some problems, and also you will cannot get a good print result. Okay, so see you guys next time. May you have a good business. Bye.